Hello, my name is Beverly Ruffner, and I'm going to be guiding you through a 30-minute heart opener flow just to really allow that essence of gratitude to really embrace allowing that to come into our hearts. Because the more that we practice gratitude, the more that we can feel into our natural born birthright. Our birthright is to give love, give love, give love. Therefore, we can then receive love. And with everything that's happening in the world, there's so much distraction, and we're constantly being overstimulated with what we're reading, with what we're seeing, with what we're hearing. So I really want to take this half hour to be able to recognize the thoughts that are coming into our mind, feeling into those thoughts, and keeping what resonates, but allowing yourself and giving yourself permission to let go of those thoughts that don't serve you, those thoughts that don't feel good. We go about our day and we're distracting ourselves, and we're not really feeling into what's impacting us and what it's doing to our bodies. So for this 30 minutes, I'm just going to ask that you recognize the thoughts that are coming into the mind, the feelings that are coming into that heart and that gut. Work with it. Because the more that we try to fight it and ignore those feelings, sometimes the more difficult it becomes to work with it, right? Because we're constantly trying to counteract it. But if we just feel into it, and I always like to ask why. And if you don't know the answer to why don't you know the answer to why? And just keep going one layer deeper with every why. So with that being said, go ahead, come into a comfortable cross-legged seated position, and just gently placing your palms onto your thighs, over your kneecaps, over your shins, whatever feels comfortable for you. Anchoring those sits bones into the earth, feeling that weight evenly distribute, finding that balance between the left and the right side, elongating that spine. Slight dip to the chin where we're creating that nice long spine, almost imagining like someone is pulling a string out through the top of your head. And if it feels good, you can close your eyes or just lower your gaze. Allow your shoulders to melt from your ears. And let's begin taking a nice, long, deep breath, feeling that breath originating in the belly, really puffing that belly out with that in-breath, pulling that breath the whole way up the spine, out through the top of the head. And as you exhale, bringing that breath back down through the top of the head, allowing it to fall over the shoulders, falling down to the tail of the spine, anchoring and rooting you into the earth. And let's go ahead and practice that for a few more breaths, maybe bringing in a gentle count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Brief hold, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I will let you go at your own timing with your own breath. Expanding the belly on the in-breath. And as you exhale, drawing that belly button back to the spine, exhausting every bit of air out of the lungs. Just allowing the palms to become heavy on the thighs. And maybe it feels good to run your fingers or your palms up your thighs, back down the thighs, over the kneecaps, over the shins, and just play with this. Maybe one finger, maybe all your fingers, maybe your nails. Just really becoming present with this moment right here, right now. Just notice any sensations that you're feeling in your body, any areas that are requiring any attention, and especially any thoughts that are coming into the mind. acknowledge them, and just simply ask your mind to take a little sabbatical. This is your 30 minutes. This is your time. And just let your mind know, I'll be back. I'm not going anywhere. Gently placing a left hand on heart and right hand on top of that palm. Taking a nice deep breath in, really breathing into that chest cavity. And exhale, bringing the arms out wide, palms up. Inhale, bringing those arms up overhead. Palms together, clasping the fingertips, pressing into the sky. Inhale, deep breath, reach, 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 grow tall, grow tall, grow tall. And as we exhale, spinning to the right side, dropping those fingertips behind you, bending the elbow. Left palm plants into that thigh. Inhale, finds that nice tall spine. Exhale, brings that gaze over the shoulder. So inhale, find your length and your height. Exhale, finding that reach. Really using that palm to press into that thigh. Almost feeling yourself like unwinding, like you're wringing out a wet rag. Deep breath in. And exhale. One more deep breath in. Relaxing the shoulders from the ears. And allow the exhale to unwind you back to center. Bring the arms out wide, palms up. Inhaling, arms overhead, palms together, interlacing the fingers, pressing the arrow away, pressing into the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Deep breath in, reach higher. And exhale, opposite side to the left. Fingertips tent, right palm plants. Inhale, finding that length and tall spine. Exhale, unwind, bringing that gaze over that left shoulder. Maybe noticing one side range of motion is more than the other. Recognizing without judgment, each side of our body is totally different. It's not good, it's not bad, it just is. And deep breath in. Exhale, unwinds you. From center, we're going to bring the palms pressing into the shins, and we're going to go through a cat-cow motion here. So drawing that heart forward, deep breath in, shoulders are coming back. We're almost engaging the shoulder blades, like pinching them together. Shoulder blades are going to be kissing here. So pulling the palms in towards the shin, bringing that heart forward, deep breath in. And exhale, C curve, opposite, drawing the chin to the chest, really creating that C curve and widening the shoulder blades now. Inhaling, coming forward. The purpose here, we're really wanting to connect our breath with that movement. So exhaling, nice big C curve, pulling that belly button into the spine. Inhale, heart forward. And a couple more times at your pace, your breath. And just noticing your breath. Do you naturally want to move fast? Or are you able to slow things down and almost invite in a moving meditation? See if you can maybe make that your theme for this half hour is I'm going to bring in an element of moving meditation. What does that mean? It just really means that you kind of get lost in the movement because you're connecting that breath with the movement. And coming back to center, placing those palms on the thighs, we're going to be rotating the torso. And this can be as aggressive or as minimal. It can be very minimal, just rotating the hips. So C curve coming back, and then bringing that belly and chest forward, or we can even get our shoulders and neck involved and roll over that left thigh. Coming forward, chest proud, shoulder blades are kissing, coming back. So again, it's almost like this cat-cow motion, and making this as big or as minimal just what feels comfortable for you. We're just opening up the hips here. We hold so much tension in our hips. And this is such a great way, I like to say, to lubricate and just let go of some of the tension that we hang on to. So exhaling, coming back. Inhaling, rolling forward. One more rotation this way. And coming back to your center and reverse, opposite direction. There's no wrong way to do this. I almost like to play with like shrugging the shoulders and feeling what that feels like, and then releasing and letting go. Maybe getting some neck rolls involved here. So loosening up the shoulders, the neck, the hips. Just really activating that spinal fluid from the tail of the spine, allowing it to move up the vertebrae. And last rotation, coming back to center, finding that tall spine, shoulders melt from the ears. So just experience the experience here just for a few breaths. Just noticing how your body feels. And when you're ready, go ahead and roll over, meeting me in tabletop. Pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Fingers are spread nice and wide. You should see nice big pie slices. The back is flat. Now tucking the toes, we're going to roll that chest forward into our cow pose. So pinching those shoulder blades together, shoulder blades kissing. We're dropping that spine. A deep breath in. And as we exhale, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, dropping the top of the head towards the mat, bringing that gaze back towards the belly button, really pressing the mat away, pressing the tops of the feet and pressing the palms into the mat. And inhaling, coming forward. Exhale, nice big rainbow cat arch. 2 more just like this. Inhale, coming forward. And through next breath, coming back to your flat back. Finding that center point, right arm is going to open the chest to the right side of the room, bringing the fingertips up to the sky. Reach, 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 deep breath in. Exhale, draw that palm under that left armpit, sliding the seat back to the heels, reaching that right arm, fingertips out to the left side of the mat, walking the left fingertips to the top of the mat. Maybe your temple comes down and rests on the mat. Long, deep breaths here. And just a few. And allow that exhale to unwind and bring you back to center. And we're going to go with the left side now. Left arm opens the chest to the left side of the room, pressing those fingertips into the sky. Deep breath in, exhale, draw that palm underneath the armpit, sliding the seat back to the heels, reaching the right fingertips to the top of the mat. Maybe the left temple comes down to the mat. And the focus here is really focusing on broadening those shoulder blades. So while we're open here, drawing those fingertips out, extending them to the side of the room, to the top of the room. Maybe even bringing your booty up if it doesn't feel good to keep your booty on your heels. Really play with this and see how you can get the most benefit to really broadening those shoulders. And allow that exhale to bring you back up to tabletop. Beautiful. Fingertips nice and wide. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees a few inches and draw the hips to the sky, finding our first down dog. And let's go ahead and walk our dog, dropping one heel, bending the opposite knee, and switch. Weight is even in the palms of the fingers, pressing the mat away, spinning the biceps towards your temples, arms are framing the face, and just stretching out the calves here. My toes are so cold. It's hard to do this in socks without slipping, right? So i.e., do as I say, not as I do. You should be barefoot if you're at home. And coming to stillness. Go ahead and bring those knees back down to the mat. Find flat back, tabletop. Reaching that right leg nice and long, lifting the heel high. Exhale, drawing that knee towards that right elbow. Carrying that foot outside the right palm. Inhale, both arms come up and frame the face. Tuck the toes. Lift that knee. Tailbone is tucked, belly button towards the spine, shoulders out of the ears. That knee's tracking over that ankle. Deep breath in, exhale, find your warrior two, drop that back heel, both arms come out, parallel to the horizon, spinning that right thigh to the back of the room, opening the knee. Nice big reach, bringing that gaze over that right middle finger. Spin this way so that my back's not to you. And slight reach forward, palm up, reverse. Right arm over head, bringing that gaze up to the sky. Long, deep belly breaths here. And with your exhale, forearm to thigh, left arm up and over. Bringing that heart up towards the sky, keeping the weight off of that thigh, bringing that gaze up past that middle finger. Weight is evenly distributed on all four corners of that right front foot, maybe even drawing that heel back towards the left heel and pulling that left heel, really engaging the thighs here, heating up the lower body. And exhale, reverse. And cartwheel, hands down, frame the foot. Step back, find your plank. Drop your knees, slide your seat back to your heels, find your child's pose. Coming back up into your tabletop. Hips are over the knees, shoulders are over the wrists. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees, draw the seat to the sky, finding your down dog. And walk your dog. Maybe notice what it feels like to be in down dog after we did a slight flow on that right side. And finding that stillness. Bringing both knees back down to the mat. The left leg reaches nice and long, lifting that heel, leg long, and exhale, elbow to knee. Carry that hand outside the left palm. Inhale, both arms come up and frame the face. Shoulders out of the ears, knee tracking over that ankle, tuck the toe. And lift that knee, finding that high lunge, making any adjustments. Drawing that tailbone up towards the sky, belly button comes back to the spine. Knees tracking. You might be a little wobbly. Just finding that spot. Gaze is forward. And exhale, drop that heel. Find that warrior two. Spinning that thigh out towards the back of the room. Slight reach forward, palm up, reverse. I feel like I have to sneeze. That would be loud. Keeping that weight evenly distributed in that left front foot. Just notice where your weight wants to be here. One thing about yoga that I love is it really requires us to bring awareness into our bodies with every muscle and every fiber. Deep breath in, that exhale brings that forearm to the thigh, right arm up and over. Spinning that chest, opening that heart to the sky. Bringing that gaze up past the elbow, keeping the weight off of the thigh. Long, deep belly breaths. And reverse one more time. And on your exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Frame the foot. This time, right foot steps in. Find your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Squeezing those shoulder blades together, periscoping that head forward. Exhale, forward fold, knees deeply bent. Allow the upper body to surrender, let go, and release. Top of the head is tracking with the mat. Maybe your fingertips graze the floor. Maybe your palms find your elbows. And welcome in, shifting the weight from the heels to the balls of the feet, just with a nice gentle rocking motion. Just finding, where is your body naturally landing? Are you keeping more weight on the right side, on the left side, in the front and the back? What muscles are you feeling here? Allowing that neck to be long. And fingertips come back to the mat. Inhale, hands come up to half lift. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Shoulder blades are kissing. Nice flat back. Just imagine like you have a saucer on your back that has milk in it and you don't want to spill it. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle arms up and around. Hands come up and frame the face. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Knees deeply bent, chest over thighs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle arms up and around. Left foot steps back. Find that high lunge. Exhale, drawing the hands behind. Option, you can plug your fingers into your pockets, imaginary pockets that is. So plugging your fingers in, bringing those elbows as close together as possible, or you can even do reverse prayer where you pull your palms together in reverse prayer. Or you can clasp your fingers, interlace your fingers together, pulling the palms together, your choice. So we're in our high lunge here. I'm going to drop that heel slightly. So that back heel or that back foot is at about your 10 o'clock position. Slide it in slightly. We still want to keep that right knee bent. Chest is proud. Shoulders are away from the ears. The fists are really plugging into the earth because we're going to come down and draw the top of our head, just like we did in forward fold. We're going to draw the hands up over the head, bringing that chest and shoulder inside that right thigh. Keeping that weight centered in all four corners of that right foot. Long, deep breaths. And exhale, release those fingertips, bringing the hands down. Inhaling, arms come up and frame the face. Straighten that right front foot. Left foot steps in and meets the right. And swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle arms up and around. Right foot steps back this time. Arms are framing the face, hips forward. And drop that back right heel. I think I forgot something here, didn't I? Bringing those hands back behind again. Sticking the fingers in the pockets, reverse prayer, or clasping the fingertips, drawing the chest proud. Drop that heel. Step in slightly, toes are at your 2 o'clock position. And exhale, folding forward. Inside that inner thigh. Bringing those hands overhead. Just allow that upper body to surrender. Keeping that weight in all four corners of that left front foot. Long, deep breaths. And allow that exhale to release the fingers, drawing the hands down to frame the foot. Inhale, both arms come up and frame the face. Lengthen that front leg. And right foot steps in. Exhale, forward fold, chest over thighs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle arms up and around. And exhale, forward fold. An option here, you can just walk back and find your seated position, but you can bring your feet out wide, palms together, coming in, finding that yogi squat, pressing. I'll come forward facing so you can see me here. So we're pressing our elbows into our thighs, pressing the palms together and really opening those hips just a little bit more. Chest is nice and proud. And if you're already seated or if you need to come seated, just coming down, finding your seat, sliding your seat towards your heels. Arms reach nice and long, palms facing each other. C curve here, so we're drawing that tailbone up towards the forehead, creating that nice C curve. We're rolling back one vertebra at a time. Slow, 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 slow. Oh, so slow. Palms come outside of the hips, walking your feet back towards your seat. Lifting the hips, finding your bridge. Option here, you can stay here with your palms pressing into the earth, or you can walk the biceps under the chest. Allow your fingers to find each other, interlace them, pull those palms together, maybe walk those biceps a little bit further under the chest. It gives you a little bit more range of emotion here to really press the hips higher into the sky. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing energetically the thighs together. Allowing the upper body to let go. The lower body is doing all the work here. Firmly pressing both feet flat into the ground. Should really be feeling this in your glutes and your hamstrings, thighs, everywhere. Lower body's crazy engaged here. And deep breath in. Exhale slowly. If your fingers are together, remove them, lowering one vertebra at a time. Find that flat back. Right knee comes in, left knee comes in. Bring those forearms around the shins. Give yourself a nice big hug. Rock it right to left. Just giving your back a little massage here. And bringing those feet down to the ground. Walk your feet out, heel toe, out to the width of your mat. Allow the knees to knock together. And just windshield wiper left to right. Again, just like you're twisting out a wet rag, you're just wringing it out. Releasing the excess weight. Just getting rid of anything that doesn't serve you. And coming back to center, bringing your knees up to a reverse tabletop. Arms come out nice and wide to a T, dropping your knees to the left side of the mat. Opening the chest to the sky. Maybe that top foot the ankle finds its way over the knee. Maybe your arms come up into a goalpost, whatever is comfortable for you here. But the challenge is walking the shoulder blades open, leaving your chest. See if you can bring your chest coming towards the sky. And just releasing, just allowing your body to become completely heavy into the earth here. So with each exhale, letting go a little bit more. It's so great for the IT band, the sciatic. And when you're ready, coming back to center. Finding that center spot. Reverse your tabletop, shins parallel to the sky, arms come out, and dropping the knees to the right side of the room, opening the chest to the sky. And allow that top leg to find its space. Maybe that right palm comes down and presses that knee down a slight bit. Opening the shoulder blades, just walking the shoulder blades, opening the chest to the sky. Notice any tension that you're trying to hang on to. A lot of times we just try to take that control and we're just hanging on to bringing the shoulders up into our ears or squeezing the shoulder blades together. Because it's just our natural tendency. It's just our way of protecting. Just trust the ground below you that it's holding you.
Exercise ring closed.
Oh, and thank you so much, exercise ring. And when you're ready, coming back to center, drawing those knees into the chest, give yourself a big hug. And bringing those palms under the thighs, under the calves, maybe across the ankle. You can come up to a seated position, or if you want to rock and roll front to back, and just rolling up into a seated position. Coming into cross-legged like we start, maybe you want to reverse. So our natural tendency, right? We have our leading leg. Maybe reverse it up and just see how that feels. Again, we want to bring the awareness into the body so that we know, and we know what it feels like to feel. And bring your palms together, just rubbing the palms together, creating some friction. And flaring the elbows out wide, drawing the thumbs right at that sternum. Finding that long, tall spine, shoulders out of the ears. We'll just close with one last deep breath. Deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out, let it go. And namaste. Again, my name is Beverly Ruffner, and thank you for practicing with me. Have a most wonderful, beautiful day filled with gratitude. Mwah. So much love.